Welcome back to Anglo Siam Legal. Now, I've got a smile on my face for this one because this is a subject that most of you will know about or kind of not know about. That's the people we want, the ones who don't know about. It's divorce. John, you've come to Pattaya, Thailand. You've met a lady. You bought some land, what we spoke about previously, property, condo, whatever, and it's gone pear-shaped. And it comes to divorce. Now, divorce obviously can get messy. So you can out with this. So tell us the situation.
Okay. Family practice is a big part of our practice, both here and down in Pattaya. It's amazing how many people we get through the door or emails saying our relationship's gone south. I've got land, I've got kids, I've got property. She's chucked me out. You know, I haven't seen my kids for 6 months. What do I do? Two ways. You have a consensual administrative divorce. That's where both parties can actually reach a negotiated agreement. How we can help is we can negotiate with both sides. Our family lawyers are all female because we tend to find they have compassion. That takes the heat, the argumentative state out of negotiating with, a lot of the time, spur.
That can go for any ladies, even in the West, probably.
Absolutely, absolutely. So how we do it is we will negotiate with them. We will look at the assets. We will explain the law of division, and if it was to go to a contested court hearing, what the law would base their decision on. That way we can explain and they can take their own independent advice. We can come back to the table and draft a tailor-made divorce agreement for you, which you register at the district office. You're divorced, and whatever you agree on that document is how it stands. There's no coming back a year later or 5 years later saying, I want more money off you. No, we signed.
This is where a prenup comes into it, doesn't it? To make it much easier.
It does. But if you don't have it, obviously when you had a prenup, you may not have considered having children. You may not have considered other assets that you've acquired during marriage. So the divorce agreement is applicable to divide those assets.
Okay, and an extra question here. I don't know whether this is true or not. For example, if I was to get married to a Thai lady, and I say for an example, I bought £100,000 and I bought some a condo or some property. What I'm saying is, from past money, from money you've made in the past, is she entitled to that? Because I've heard it's only from that time you were married and the money you make from that point.
So anything that you had prior to marriage remains personal property. So if you bought a condo in Pattaya in the year 2000, you got married in 2020, you sold that condo and you bought another one. The proceeds from the original one is personal property until you put it into a new one. So you'll always have that percentage to take back. However, if you buy anything during marriage, it's 50-50.
Yeah.
So personal property remains personal, joint property remains joint.
Now, John, do you want to talk about judicial process?
So where we have a non-contested divorce and that's failed for whatever reason, the only lines of inquiry you have is a judicial divorce. Now you have to have a substantive ground to get divorced judicially through the courts in Thailand. Main ones: adultery, desertion for 1 year or more, living separately for 3 years, mental incapacity, spouse doing something wrong to the other, not supporting financially, harming, physical abuse, etc. Those are the main ones, but there are others. So the main ones that we generally deal with is the adultery, desertion, and separation for 3 years. If you can prove to the court that you fit into that category, they will accept your case. The first 2 sessions at court are mediation sessions where all parties come together to try and work out how we can divorce. If we can reach agreement, the court order is signed off and you get divorced. If not, you then go to witness cross-examination on the next appearance, where the court will cross-examine the husband, the wife, what you're arguing about, what the division is going to be, and they will divide that as per the law. And generally, they will divide assets 50-50. No matter what the Thais think, the land's in my name, you're not getting a penny. Well, I'm married to you, and we got it during the marriage, so you either stump up the cash and sell it, or give me 50%. Thai law is very good like that. From years gone by, there used to be a lot of bad press. Now, they're very black and white. This is what the law says. This is what's going to happen.
Can you tell everybody how we're going to find you?
Absolutely. Number will be on screen, website will be on screen, email will be on screen. But if you're in Pattaya, the easiest way to do it, we're opposite Big C South in South Pattaya, opposite the car park. Pop in, say hello, let's have a coffee.